العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين وبعد. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to this esteemed and beautiful gathering. It's an honor for me to be here. My respected friends, I was born and raised within this community. So to be here today, it's quite seeing many familiar faces and many individuals whom I grew up in front of. It makes me very emotional, especially considering how far we have come as a community. The last few years have been quite tumultuous. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says in Surah Al-Isra, وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَّهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ. When haqq comes, when the truth comes, batil and falsehood runs away. These are one of the promises of our Creator. So we hope that haqq is here and we hope that batil does run away. We hope that falsehood does run away. My respected friends, I don't want to talk for too long today. May Allah Azza wa Jal grant us tawfiq and afiyah. Tawfiq to come together for the next generation, to come together for our sake, to come together to make and build something that is revolutionary for our community, for the Muslim community, for the Afghan community. We need this. We are craving this. The next generation is craving for this. May Allah Azza wa Jal accept. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless you all. Jazakallahu khairan for having me. Thank you all for granting me this time. Inshallah ta'ala, I hope to hopefully catch up with many of you and socialize. Barakallahu fikum. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
تشکر از علی جان واقعا که صحبت‌های نهایت ثمرمند خصوصا در طبقه جوان فرمودن که یقینا که ما در کمیونیتی خود با چنین جوانای را ضرورت داریم. فقط قبل از اینکه سخنران دوم را صحبت کنم یک شعر از بیدل حضور شما میخوانم. میگه که چون دل روشن گشت جا و شوکتی در کار نیست، بهر تسخیر جهان خورشید تنها لشکر است. Our next speaker will be brother Asad Gandal, the president of BC Muslim Associations, and he will give a few. He will talk to you just and he will talk about the Muslim status and the Muslim Association of BC Muslim in Vancouver as well. Inshallah, I'll invite from brother Asad Gandal.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmadu wa nasalli wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. This is a great honor for me along with my team, and I would definitely like to extend my heartfelt thank you to the management of Masjid Umar bin Al-Khattab. What a wonderful gathering and what a wonderful evening. Alhamdulillah, we are very happy and we are very blessed that we can see the addition in the Ummah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And we are seeing the addition in the believers of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. We are seeing our brother and sister under this roof. We came all definitely, as I know this young man from very young when he was student, Brother Ofyani, I guess. So when he was a young student, alhamdulillah. So he is a product of Canada. I want to emphasize all of you. I can understand we came from Afghanistan. I can understand our 25 years was all in difficulty. We can all understand we came from tribulation. We came from the war. We lost everything. We lost our homeland. We lost our wealth. We lost our families. We lost our loved ones. But end of the day, we still blessed that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings all you in a safe place, which is called Canada. And now we are all living in Canada, and we made Canada as our home. I want to give you one of your responsibility for especially for the newcomers.
Every one of us in this room are either first generation immigrants or we're second. And really, except for the First Nations people who live here, Canada is a nation of immigrants. And I want you to know that you are much a Canadian as anybody else. You are not an Afghan Canadian. We don't have Pakistani Canadians. We don't have Punjabi Canadians. What we have are Canadians. Canada's constitution gives us rights. Our human rights code gives us rights. And those rights are enshrined, and they're of equality and opportunity. It's up to you as you settle in this new home to make it what you want it to be. And for some of the young kids, let me tell you, when my family emigrated, I was 9 years old. I did not speak any English. There were no other families with kids. This was back in 1962 in England. So when I went to school, there was no one who looked like me, and there was nobody who spoke Punjabi. Everybody spoke English. And I had to learn. There was no ESL. But this country and England, for me, gives us great opportunities. I finished my education. I got a black belt in judo, instructor's belt. I have a silver medal in fencing. I did really well in academics. I went to university. I became a teacher. Then when here I became president of the BC Teachers Federation, the largest public sector union. And after that, I became a member of parliament. And then I was a Minister of Citizen Services, and currently I'm serving as an MLA in Surrey Panorama. The reason I'm telling you that story is not to talk about me. It's about all the young people sitting in this room, whether you're a boy or a girl. This country gives you the opportunities to be an engineer, a doctor, a plumber, a prime minister, a premier, a member of parliament, or a member of the legislature, or the mayor of Surrey. Dream big. Work hard. One thing I will say to you, and this is, I'm a mother and a teacher, and I'm a grandmother. Please don't look for quick money, and do not look for making money in the wrong way. This country gives us opportunities that we can be successful when we do it the right way. And absolutely, never forget your roots, never forget your native language, and never forget your culture. And for all, I still speak Punjabi even though I left India when I was 9 years old. I still read it and I write it. Because even though Canada is my country, it's my home, India is my mother. India is my mother. That's where I was born, that's where I spent some years. And very important to know is if you forget your language, everybody will learn English, don't worry about it. Children can learn 5 languages at the same time. Keeping your language is absolutely important to being connected with your roots. Keeping connected with your roots is, how many of you have a garden? Or back in Afghanistan you had a garden. When you have a garden, you plant a young tree. First you dig a deep hole. Then you put manure in it. Fertilize it, and then you put the tree in it, the little plant. Yeah, and then you water it. And if you keep watering it and looking after it, the tree grows up to be strong. Our kids are like that. So when a strong wind comes, if a tree is not planted deep, has very shallow roots, when the strong winds come, the tree falls over. That's like our kids. They will go in the wrong direction. But if they are connected to their roots that are deep, to their religion, to their language, to their country of birth, what will happen is they will be like that tree with deep roots. Winds will come, snowstorms will come. They will bend. They may even go the wrong way a little bit. But if the roots are deep, they will come and stand up straight and they will be strong. And as you settle into your new country, I welcome you and I say to you, be the tree with the strong roots. Be the tree with strong roots that will survive. And I want to thank all of the Afghan community that lives here. You make a huge contribution. Nasima is everywhere, and so are many of you doing your part. And now you have an opportunity to welcome the newcomers. Take them into your home. Invite them home for dinner. Take them out and show them the sights. Because that's what happened to us. When we were new in England and other families started to come, my dad used to bring the woman who was pregnant into our house and say, she has nobody. And he would say to my mom, now you look after her till she's had the baby and for a month or two afterwards. So when you have a family, that's what we do. So let's all be a family that helps and supports the newcomers. And let's make sure that as we settle into Canada, we make it into a beautiful garden. A garden that has many types of flowers. Some are orange, some are blue, some are red. And you know what? In a garden, they all look beautiful. So we want our Canada to be like a garden where flowers blossom and every one of our children gets to live their dreams. So welcome, live your dreams, and let's make a Canada for all our kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you guys. This is first time just welcoming
I would like, without mic, Arpit Singh from Red FM to say a few words.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here today, and as Jenny was talking about, we live in a multicultural country and we are proud of being Canadians. So welcome to Canada. I'm a politician but not a politician, so I won't take much of your time. I know we are here today to celebrate your coming over to Canada. Canada is a wonderful country, and especially with being Afghanis, we have very close relations with you. Being Sikhs, we know a lot about your culture, your history, and it's quite similar to us. We love to live in families. Religion is very dear to us, and religion teaches us to be benevolent, to be honest, to remember in one God, and God gives us some principles in life. So we should not deviate from those, believe in Allah, Waheguru, or whatever we say, but follow those steps. Canada needs immigrants like you. Canada needs refugees like us. We all have to work together and make this country prosperous. There are many issues which we are facing today, where we are finding, as the Imam was talking a little bit about, that we need to be grounded to our religion. And religion is peace-loving. It teaches us to be good human beings. And that's what we can further propagate. All our religions are great paths to one Allah, one God. But we have to follow that. It's easier to talk but difficult to practice. So now
Allahu Akbar, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul a'udhu bi Rabbin Nasi Malikin Nasi Ilahin Nas Min Sharril Waswasil Khannas Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas Min al-jinnati wan-nas. Allahu Akbar, Bismillah. الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم إنا نسألك العافية في كل حياتنا وأمورنا وآخرتنا وأهلنا يا الله نحن محتاجون إليك يا الله فتقبل دعاءنا ونداءنا يا رب العالمين وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين